Good, look between your hands, bend your knees, walk, step or hop the feet towards the front. Breathe in, lift up onto your fingertips, look forward, and then when you breathe out, fold yourself forwards and then down. Good. Opening your feet so they're about hip distance. Take your first two fingers and you're gonna hook them around your big toes. Turn the palms so they face each other. Have a little softness in your knees. Look forwards, lift the chest up, breathe in, and then when you breathe out, fold yourself forwards and then down. So soften your knees a little bit. It's not about how straight your legs are. Feel that down the back of the legs. Shake your heads out a little bit. Yes, yes, no, no. Great work. Release your big toes. Soften your knees. Take your time as you slowly lift yourself up to standing. And as you come up, feel the kind of release you get from low to high. Take your hands to your lower back. Have a bend in your knees. Scoop the hips forward. So it's like coming from your hips and your legs rather than just your back and your neck. Okay? Use your bottom. Lift your chest up. If you want to keep your chin tucked, you can do that. Otherwise, let your head go. Imagine you're going up and over like the limbo. Breathe. Good. Lift yourself all the way back up. Bring your hands to your hips, bend the knees, fold yourself forwards, and then down. This time, you're gonna slide your hands underneath your feet. Okay, so soften the knees a little bit again. So breathe in, look forwards, lift the shoulders up away from your ears, give a bit of space. Pull your tummy in, breathe out and fold. Let your head draw down, bring your elbows to the side. Feel it down the backs of your legs, and give a big sigh. Nice. Release your hands. Bring your feet together. Tight legs, tight legs. Squeeze the legs. You sit down, swing the hands forward and up and come up into what's called a chair pose. Good. Maybe scoot the bum under a little bit, activate the tummy. Good. Bring the hands to your center. Hook the the right elbow to the outside edge of your left knee. Right elbow, left knee. And as you sit down, bend and twist. Maybe you want to turn the fingers towards you. You can even open your arms if you want to go further. Good, and fold yourself forwards and then down. Shake it out a little bit. Other side. Bend the knees, sit down, swing the hands forward and up. Pull the tummy in as you bring the hands to your center. Hook the left elbow on the outside edge of the right knee. Sit down, bend, twist, wring it out, and breathe. Great work, team. Release your hands to the floor. Shake your arms, your eyes, your ears. Taking your feet so they're about mat width. And we can drop your bottom down towards the floor. And you can, if your hips are quite tight, you can sit on a block. Up to you. Bring your hands together, press your elbows to the insides of your legs. Focus on what you can feel in your hips. Breathe for a couple of deep breaths, close your eyes. Maybe give a little softness through your shoulders. Good. So you stay here if you want to. If you want to go a bit further, you can. Well, even come out of it, lift your bottom up, bring your hands onto the floor. Using your fingertips and looking forward, so your gaze is super important in this next bit. You can bring your knees into your armpits and just play around with holding that weight there. If you want to go a bit further, lift up one toe, maybe the other, maybe both, and see what happens when you fly. But use your fingertips, looking forward, breathing tummy in. And if you had enough of all of it, you walk, step, leapfrog your feet to the back of the mat. Hover down, breathe in, lift the chest up. Breathe out, lift the bottom all the way back up into a down facing dog. Good. Great work, team. Look between your hands, bend your knees, walk, step or hop the feet to the front. Inhale, lift up onto your fingertips. Breathe out and fold. Super slowly, roll yourself up to standing. And as you hit the top, feel the release. Good. Now step to the back of your mat. All right, so getting yourself nice and strong, stand up nice and tall. Maybe just tilt the pelvis a little bit to create a nice strong core bit. Palms to the face me. So you want to keep your eyes focused on one point. And in the darkness, it's enhanced the challenge, which is always a great thing. Okay? So step forward with the right foot. And you're going to float yourself up into a capital T shape, what's called a warrior 3. Bring the chin towards your chest a little bit. Yeah? Keep the focus there. Breathe. And then we're going to step back from whence we came. Bring the feet together, standing tall. Okay? It's like balletic. Okay, so you can step it up a little bit on the left side. So we're going to do exactly the same. But eyes focused on one point, float yourself. If you want to take your arms towards the front to maybe make it a little bit more challenging, it's always a good thing. Good, nice Nick. Maybe bring your right leg down a bit, mate. And then step back from where you came from. Pause. So we're gonna add on to that, okay? So we're gonna do what's called half moon. Okay, so if you're not too sure, maybe have a look. Otherwise, join straight in. Step forward with the right foot. You're gonna float yourself into a little warrior 3. You might need to grab a block and place it underneath your right hand. Or just place your fingertips onto the floor and then lift the left arm to the sky and try and roll your left hip on top of the right hip. Hold it, focus on it, breathe into it. Good, release your left hand down towards the floor. And then fold yourself over your right leg. Float yourself down and feel it down the back of the right leg. And then release your left leg down to meet the right. Super slowly, just allow yourself to roll all the way up. Good. Pause. And then step back to the back of your mat. Bring your legs together. Same again on the other side, okay? So, tummy in, standing nice and tall. Breathing steady, step the left foot forward. Float up into that warrior 3. And if you've got any, if it's too much on your left leg, soften the left leg. Oh, bring your hands to your center. And then drop your left hand to the block or the floor or your fingers and roll the right hip on top of each of the left hip. Hook, flex your toes to your face. Can you see your toes? Whoa. Good. And then release your right hand down to the floor. Keep the right hip or the right leg lifted, but try and roll the right hip down. Feel your left leg as you draw yourself towards your left leg. Breathe into the back of your left leg. What do you feel? How does that feel? Breathe into it. And then when you're ready, release your right leg down to meet your left. Stay folded, take hold of your elbows, have a little swing from right to left. Super slowly, lift yourself all the way back up, come into a standing position.